some people don't look at that and yet do that.
Public Affairs. George Langford, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Anne Clark, Dean of the College of Visual and Performing Arts. Anna Arterian, Dean of the College of Law. Walter Bobkowitz, President of the Syracuse University Alumni Association. Kelly Sprinkle, Interim Dean of Hendricks Chapel. Also included in the Chancellor's group are the honorary degree recipients. They are Molly Corbett Broad, Syracuse University graduate, class of '62, economist and current president of the American Council on Education. Monsignor Charles J. Fahey, Marie Ward Doty, Professor of Aging Studies Emeritus at Fordham University, and former Director of Catholic Charities in the Syracuse Diocese. Seymour M. Hirsch, prize-winning investigative reporter and journalist. Irving Paulus, Jr., Chief of the Onondaga Nation and expert in Iroquois treaties and laws. Gianfranco Dino Jacai, Syracuse University graduate, class of '70, and co-founder and CEO of Continuum Boston, Milan, and Seoul, a pioneer in research, design, and industrial production. Last in the procession are William L. McGarry, Jr., Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, College of Environmental Science and Forestry. John H. Chappell, business and foundation leader, a 1963 Syracuse University graduate, and chairman of the Syracuse University Board of Trustees. The Vice President of the United States of America, Joseph R. Biden, Jr., a 1968 graduate of the Syracuse University College of Law, who will deliver the commencement address and also receive an honorary degree. And last in the procession was Nancy Campbell.
We're very honored to welcome Joe Biden, Vice President of the United States, alumnus of the Syracuse University College of Law, and a man who has always followed his father's good advice. Get up. The art of living is simply getting up after you've been knocked down. Joe Biden's life shows us a world of possibilities. As a boy, he lived in a working-class neighborhood of Scranton, Pennsylvania, and learned the rules of politics from his grandpa. Keep your word and hold no one group above others. Joe Biden's skills are known to millions, but until he was a sophomore in high school, he was embarrassed to speak in public because he stuttered. As his teachers and family helped him overcome this, he learned that, and I quote, "No one should be made to feel smaller for having a disability, and no one should have to carry it alone." When Biden was 10, his family moved to Delaware, where his father sold cars and the young Joe Biden weeded gardens and washed windows to earn tuition for private school. At the University of Delaware, his professors called him a late bloomer and a natural lawyer. Meanwhile, he met Nelia Hunter, an SU student from Skaneateles. He came here to study law and married her a year later. Joe Biden says in his autobiography that he finished 76 out of 85 students, but his law professors saw more than his GPA. Dean Robert Miller praised his ability to think on his feet and his analytical mind. Professor James Weeks admired his highly developed sense of responsibility. Indeed, Joe Biden was then elected to the Senate at the age of 29, and over the years became a key figure in foreign relations, crime prevention, terrorism, and drug policy. his wife and baby in a car accident that would have crushed a lesser man. Later, he was fortunate enough to meet Jill Jacobs and smart enough to marry her. Together, they've nurtured and sustained a loving family. Get up. Joe Biden has done that personally, and I believe he'll help the nation to do the same. He's heading the Obama-Biden administration's efforts to raise the living standards of middle-class working families in America. We are proud of our alumnus, and we are thrilled this morning to welcome the Vice President of the United States, Joseph R. Biden Jr.